Welcome back, everyone. I'm Scammer41, continuing my challenge run. I'll stay the Decay breakdown. Whoa. Well, hello to you too, Xbox Girl. Alright. Let's see what we got going on now. Everybody's doing good. Probably need to set up some more outposts. Got food, medicine, building materials, all that job. We need all that. Uh-oh, here we go, already. Nice. Well, this is always a good way to start off a video. Whoop. Actually, I do need to make this place a outpost. Almost said stronghold for some reason, but same thing. Nice. Well, I guess I gotta clear it out again. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, wait. I got somebody coming from across the street. Oh no, this is this lady in here. Thing, whatever it is. Let's see.
Wouldn't be a bad idea to say.
Hey, are you gonna go look into those survivors I mentioned?
You mentioned survivors? I don't remember that shit. But whatever. Okay, now. Oh, infestations. Not good. And I actually have really no way of dealing with them. Other than trying to lure them out and run them over with my car, which I only have one vehicle, so it's not always the best case. So, I'm just going to say fuck it. Hopefully people won't go missing. And if they do, well, we'll have to deal with it then. Get my wrestling on
Like
here. Oh, wow. Well, I shouldn't have came down here all guns blazing because there's still a cooldown on the old setting up an outpost. I do want to put one down here.
Where's that free here?
At least cleared it out at least. Well, while that's resetting, let's go find some building materials. I believe I left some up there at the construction site. Oh man. Ready to get this done. Knock this out. No, honestly, I don't. I'm pretty sure I can make it to difficulty 10, but after that, I just don't know. I'll probably die in difficulty 10. Let's see what we left here. I'll creep up in here. Yeah, I might not have left anything.
Better look around some more.
What we got here? Okay.
I'm
Got
loaded
some
up.
materials.
See you back at base.
We'll see you soon.
Alright. I don't believe the RV mission is pinged. But when it does, we'll go knock that out. And it's best to go ahead and try to stock up on materials if we can. Nothing really uses gas, so be safe on it. It's just the building materials that get
How's it going?
pretty much drained
almost
every
there.
day. For whatever reason. I mean, this wall's built pretty steadily. I don't think we'll need to. You would really technically need
Found
to
this while I
maintain
was
it.
out.
What you got?
Oh, you know, stuff.
And I do probably need to go through and get some medicine. Whoa! Oh, fuck me. Oh, bullshit. Oh. Jesus Christ. I had to save my damn ass right there. Anyway. So as I was saying, I I don't think it would take that much materials to keep the walls up. It's not like they're constantly, like, you know... It was one of those things where they were just always out there, like, you know, hitting on the walls and shit, and it's one thing. But maybe if a horde actually attacked the house or something, and then they, you know, might have done some damage to the place or whatnot. Then maybe.
Better do one more sweep. Make sure I'm loaded up. See you back at base.
Okay,
We'll
what
be
am I
ready.
missing here? I think I searched this place pretty good. Am I missing something here? See some gas or something? Yeah, there we go. I bet this is some gas. And I hear some... something I just took care of. What we got here? This is probably some gas. Yeah, okay, I'll come back and get it. Looking good so far. Well, not looking good for these guys. As long as I hit my rear end, it should be alright. And not crash into shit like that. Zombie horde. Just come on down this way.
I'm almost home.
Got anything good?
Oh, I got
I'll
all
show you
kinds
when I
of
get
good
there.
shit. So I was thinking, it's like, what
Found this while I was
more?
out.
Now, since the last
What you
video I
got?
was going on about
Oh,
remaking
you know,
the
stuff.
NES Pro Wrestling game. I wonder what other cool games. And I say remake, not, you know, reboot, remake, whatever. There's a lot of that going around. Like Tomb Raider was remade and it was done very well. There's just some mild complaints, weird stuff in it. Or is like complaint wise is that Laura adjusts to killing like super easy. But on the good note, in that game, you shoot somebody in the head, they freaking die. And it's not like they're old games where it takes like 40 shots to kill like one human being.
Sit tight. I'm bringing this stuff home.
And then if you,
Roger
I can't
that.
remember, you fought like the
Wait.
T-Rex in the first one, and I can't remember if you could kill it or not. But I just remember, you know, those lions took like 1,000,000 shots, or tigers or they took 1,000,000 shots to kill those.
There's some trouble we might want to look into.
So that's a, you know, a decent remake.
I'm almost
Pretty
home.
good about stuff.
We'll crack open a cold one for you.
One thing I noticed is that, of course, this has been in gaming, and
Found this while I
it's
was
an
out.
issue. Is like the women's the way women are portrayed in games and stuff like that. And actually, I gotta talk to somebody. What's going on here? Somebody upset? What's your problem?
What's up?
What do you got here? Okay.
Come with me. You need to get out of your own
Okay.
head for a little while.
So
I'm cool with that.
yeah, you know, this whole, you know, women in gaming type thing, the way they're portrayed and all that, and it's not like the dudes aren't either. I mean,
been
the
sleeping
dudes
okay?
are like beefcake as well. Of course, no one bitches about that
I
because
don't
you know we're men
Just
and
some people
or
have
whatever.
trouble sleeping.
So,
You know, with the stress and all.
and the reason I bring it up
wondering
is
if you're
because of
having the
this. I
same
mean,
problem.
so it's like a big issue. You know, women want to be portrayed in a respectful manner or whatever, and all that. And that's fine. I can understand it. I can respect that. And you know, video games aren't all played by, you know, dudes aren't the only ones who play video games or whatever. But I was looking on Twitch the other night. I was trying to find some old videos. One of the guys I follow was posting or had put up, and I was trying to find some of them. And I hit like the watch now or some like, you know, current video button or some shit. I don't know. I'm not on Twitch all that much.
Okay.
But
now we're gonna kill some zombies the old-fashioned way.
like the top two, when I clicked it, it gave me like a list of videos to watch. And like the top two, like the number one was this good-looking girl in this low-cut shirt with her just tits just hanging out. It's like, you know, here's cleavage for the damn world to see. And she was playing some game, and then and of course it's not all video games. Like one girl who had a low-cut shirt on, her tits out, saying, you know, here's how to draw somebody, or, you know, these are step-by-steps on how to do this. And there's a couple other gaming girls, but every single one of them, except for one, had fucking tits showing, had some type of cleavage showing. All of them were attractive, but all of them had their tits hanging out. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because I mean, I like to look at some boobs and all that, but, and these are girl gamers for the most part, So they obviously don't give two shits about hanging their own tits out to get like views or whatnot. So, you know, I don't see why it's a big deal for having women portrayed like that in gaming, as long as it's as long as it fits the character. Having tits in the game just to have tits in the game is I don't buy that. I'm not for that. If it fits the story. Case in point, the fucking Witcher. Come on, dick slide.
Nice work.
The Witcher
kicked
is a
some ass
prime
back
example of a game that has tits in there that it feels right.
Let's move.
That game it's a mature game, and it's for mature people. It's not just rated M for mature, and then like Grand Theft Auto, and then you go let your kids play it. I mean, you know, or yeah, I mean, it's a mature fantasy type game made for adults. You know, that's not to say that kids won't play it, but they won't. You know, if I was a young kid, I would probably like, oh, here's medicine. I need to get some of that. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah. But I guess my point is, what I'm trying to make before I totally start rambling off about random shit,
We'll see you soon.
is if these, it's like there's like two different types of women. There's women out there who don't give a shit how they look, and they want to dress nice. They want to be pretty. They want to be themselves, and if being themselves happen, they like to show their boobs, and that's fine. And when I say show boobs, I mean to show boobs and dress. Maybe not in provocative clothing, but they want to be looked at. They want to be, you know, told that they're pretty or whatnot. And then there's another group of women out there who don't want to be like that, and they want to be respected
we're all scared.
and all that. And that's
None of us
fine. I
knows
think
what's
there's
gonna
room for
happen
both of
next.
those, because
But we've gotta
you can have a woman who
back.
likes to show her
Together,
boobs
we can
and
survive this shit.
dress
On
nice
our
and
own?
still be respected.
We're done for.
Yeah.
So
Good. That's all
I actually have
wanted
no
to say.
clue where I was going. I just thought it was kind
Appreciate
of
your concern.
silly that you have these women crusading to
Good.
have women portrayed in a non-sexualized way in video games, and yet here are these girls on Twitch with their tits hanging out getting views from, you know, dudes and stuff, which I don't even see why you even do that. If you have access to Twitch and you're like a young man watching Twitch and you want to see tits, you can fucking just go to the internet and see tits. I can see any type of tits anytime I want, any time of the day from the fucking internet. So to me, it just seems pointless for those girls to fucking be throwing their tits out there. So I mean, obviously they have views, you know. I'm sure other women follow them and they're a big inspiration, but I don't know. Because if I ever saw a girl, she had glasses on, I mean, low-cut shirt, just looked like the whole nerdy thing, you know? And, you know, like, she was like, Queen Nerds, like, look at me, or more or less, look at my big tits, you know? And I was just like, chick, you might be good at whatever the fuck you're doing, but, you know, you're not helping the old women in video games thing. I don't know, that's probably two separate issues. How women dress in real life and how they are in video games are probably two separate things, but I consider that linked because, you know, she was on a pretty, you know, Twitch is basically made for video games. Streaming, you can stream anything, but it's made for gaming. And she was playing a video game. Can't remember which one, but I'll go back and fucking check, because I'm sure she's streaming or whatever. And I just think it's kind of a sleazy way to get views, is to have a picture of yourself with your tits hanging out. Because hell, I don't know how many times my dick has led me to a damn video on YouTube that had a, you know, that's a sleazy way to get views. There's all kinds of people who do that, and it's just like, oh, hot chick. Dude's like, oh, I want to see what this is. This is some chick with her butt sticking out. Let's see what this video is, and it's totally something different, you know. So. This sucks not being able to use melee weapons. You know, if Amelia here goes down, shit's gonna get really, really retarded. Because I won't be able to do hardly anything except kick and run away. Which is probably how I'd be in real life.
We'll crack open a cold one for you.
Alright, I'm gonna bring some food up in here. I do need to go back and get that gas now.
Found this while I was out.
Okay, we should be stocked up on food for a while now.
Oh, you know, stuff.
So yeah. So anyway, back to my original point of remaking some old classic NES games. If one NES game I would like to see them remake is Golf. Anybody remember that thing? It was like one of their early titles, Golf. I used to play. There was at my arcade back when we actually had a decent arcade in town. There was the Neo Geo machine that, you know, had like 6 different games that you could play. That's where I played, like, you know, Fatal Fury and all those cool ass games like that, the cool fighting games. Did I already come and get this? I guess I did. Yeah, I forgot. Talking about boobs, totally, like... I'll see, and they're fucking 10 of my
Better
goddamn
do one more
materials.
sweep. Make
Why
sure
is this
everything's
place still saying I need to... This place is still saying I need to search. Have I missed something in here? Is it something outside? But this Neo Geo game had like fire, like, you know, had like Fatal Fury, like Super Spy and shit like that. And there's like all these motherfuckers out next to my goddamn car, aren't they? Don't get it. So there was one. They had a golf game on there, and it was like Neo Turf Masters or some shit like that. And I got to where I was really good at that game. I mean, you only got like. It was always the final day, and you only played like I think it was like. You had to basically birdie every single hole to continue. I mean, you got like 3 tries basically, and if you didn't birdie each time, you at least 3 times or every time, you couldn't continue. So first couple shots was easy, but for some reason I just played it as like a goof one day, and I just kept playing it after that. I was like, so I would always at least put at least 1 quarter into it, and it was actually a pretty fun game. You had to choose all your different, you know. Irons and all that crap, which I know nothing of golf. I actually worked on a golf course, one of my first jobs I ever had, worked on a golf course, so I know what a green is, and a fairway, and the tee, and the sand traps, all that, because I was basically part of the groundkeepers. I had to like maintain all that shit. But the other stuff, like, you know, the 9-iron, a slide base, all that bullshit, you got me on that shit. But it was really fun. No, that game was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. Didn't know much about it, but it's just kind of weird. First thing you had that, and you had like the WWE, or the WWF, was it WrestleFest or WrestleMania, whatever that game was? It was WrestleFest or something like that. That had like the old school, like Sergeant Slaughter and Mr. Perfect and all that crap in it. All those dudes, like the main guys you got with the tag team was you had to take on Legion of Doom, which was really freaking awesome. You go play that on the emulator.
Okay.
It's been a while since I
Looks
played
like
it.
no zombies were close by.
Alright,
I'll
some more
run this
medicine.
home.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
I was hoping to find some.
Okay. Looks like no zombies were close by.
So yeah, if they would make some, like, remake golf, or maybe like, you know, Kung Fu is a decent game. I could see maybe like a reimagining of that, because basically that game was based off of, I don't know if the game, I guess the Bruce Lee movie came first, the one that was called The Tower of Death. You know, that came after he died, and so that I say that game was probably loosely based on that. I'm not for sure on that. Don't quote me or anything.
How's it going?
But
I'm almost there.
We'll crack open a cold one for you.
because in the game that I think it was called The Tower of Death, or was it The Game of Death? That was the movie, or is that a Steven Seagal movie?
Found this
I
while I
don't
was
know.
out.
Too many games, too many
My
deaths,
hero.
whatever. Anyway, he and I just remember Bruce. So that's the movie he fought Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in, and it was basically like he went up a tower. I mean, so each level he had to fight one different dude, you know. So in Kung Fu is essentially the same, you know. I just wish they would come up with like a simplistic game like that instead of just you know, something just maybe update graphics, like kind of like they done with the Double Dragon Neon, which I do need to pick that game up and play it. I can't remember if it's on Xbox Live or it's on Steam or what. I don't know. If it's on Xbox Live, I'm shit out of it. But I did see where they're re-releasing once again Resident Evil 4, the HD edition for fucking PC.
Hey, are you gonna
And
go look into those survivors I
the funny
mentioned?
thing is when I saw it on the Capcom site, on their YouTube channel, it's like, oh, you know, HD, blah, 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 blah. Like, the very first comment was, PC gamers modded HD graphics in, like, you know, HD textures in, like, you know, years ago, whenever they first released it on their shit. So, which was funny, because I do remember playing that. I played that on PC, and someone had basically ripped, or I don't want to say ripped, I guess, or whatever, they extracted the GameCube textures for the game and put it in to the actual game that was, you know, the PC version. So I had all the same type of textures and stuff from the GameCube version. Why did I run back here for? I guess I need to switch up. Switch to Mr. Freeman here. And, so, I mean, I basically had all the stuff in it. And then, of course, you know, you had all the different mods and stuff. Now it's just basically the same games, the HD remake that everyone's done and played. And here's the thing about that. they've re-released that game more than any other game I think ever. I mean, granted, we get that it was successful, and Resident Evil 4 is an awesome game. And you should definitely, if you haven't played it, you should play it. I mean, there's plenty of options to play it. I mean, GameCube, PlayStation 2, PC, the Wii, the HD edition, and now the HD edition on the PC. So yeah, plenty of options. Oh, and before I forget. Oh, this guy's got some extra shit in here. Need to equip that. And I gotta remember now that I don't have a damn freaking bloater. Go for it. Hello! So boom, yeah. So it would be neat if they actually did, kind of remake the whole Kung Fu game or something.
We got this place locked down.
I don't know anymore. Nintendo, I'm just kind of fed up with their shit because they don't make anything cool anymore. Like, oh, Mario, that's great, and you jumping on stuff, ooh, and it's like, well, that's kind of like what all Mario games are, and it's like, but I just wish they would change it up or create some. What is the last new thing that Nintendo has created? Nothing. Nothing new that's, shit out that golden egg that was Mario or Metroid or anything like that. Even like the Zelda games, they've not been a decent Zelda game since fucking, well, I guess Twilight Princess was pretty good, all that other shit. I'm not counting the handhelds because I never played the handhelds. But that shit like Skyward Sword, it was shit. I guess Ocarina of Time, everybody compares it, but I like Twilight Princess way better than Ocarina of Time. Just that kind of like open world-ish sandbox stuff, and it was really cool. And you didn't have to switch around to being a little boy and a fucking big Link again. I always thought that was kind of retarded. Actually, one night I was sitting there thinking about Zelda, and I was like, man, how could you redo Zelda and make it... Because basically, the people who are playing Zelda aren't young kids anymore. I mean, they're, the people who will play Zelda now are the ones who grew up playing the original. You need to tailor a Zelda game around that shit. I mean, these are adults you're going to make it for. Yeah, if you want to make it for, teenage kids, and young kids, that's fine. Then make it its own little kiddie game. But, a new Zelda game needs to be, set for adults. Hello. Or made for adults. Oh, did I not? Yeah, I guess I already searched this place. Let's, head up in here.
Looks like a good spot for an outpost.
Go ahead and do that.
Should I tell everyone to pack up?
Yeah, I'm pulling the trigger on this outpost.
Alright. RV mission still has not pinged yet, has it? Well, I do know where some more building material should be. Oh, boom!
I could use some food.
That drop kick roll to the finishing move really takes the stamina.
Hey, are you gonna go look into those survivors I mentioned?
So let's look at the old map here. What we got going on? We just got some zombie infestation and besieged, and that's it.
Hey, we've run into some trouble.
They're in a tough spot. Can you give them an escort?
No, sorry. I'm not gonna do this. So, like, my idea for the Zelda game, oh, hey, Joe, would be, I did like the aspect of time travel in the game. I just didn't like the aspect where you had to, like, switch back to Little Link, Kid Link, and to Adult Link. It should be Adult Link. And for fuck's sake, it is time to give Link a goddamn voice. I'm just, there's no fucking excuse to have games now that are just, that are like, don't have some type of fucking dialogue in it.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
Let's see if I can just... Run! Oh, bullshit. Get off. So yeah, give Link a voice, give everybody a damn voice, get rid of that stupid fairy that follows him around and tells him to do everything like he's a goddamn idiot. Enough of that shit. So make Link an adult, and make him a descendant of, You know, like, kind of like he
Okay,
was in
I'm free
the
and
original
clear.
games. He
See
was
you
always
soon.
a descendant of like the
We'll
great
crack open
hero
a
that
cold one
was
for
supposed to
you.
destroy the evil or whatever. But have it in this game where like Ganon won, like Ganon has won, and he's
Found
ruled
this
the
while I
land
was
for
out.
like,
What you got?
you know, years and
Oh,
years and years
you
and all
know,
that,
stuff.
and then have it like a time travel thing, to where, so like Ganon has ruled, and then all of a sudden Ganon just kind of disappears, and then Link is set out because it's led to believe that his original, you know, ancestor he's descended from failed in his mission, so Link's got to take it up and do it. And so he goes off on his quest to try to find out where Ganon went, where the Triforce is at, you know, and that's the deal. The Triforce can set things right, because that's what it fucking does. And you just kind of go from there, and then halfway point through the game, where you're trying to figure out where Ganon disappeared to and all that, and of course you discover him again. But I wanted to have like an interesting twist in it, to where make Ganon and Link brothers. I don't know what you're saying. You're like, wait a minute, Ganon's just pig-looking fucking dude. Like, yeah, that's right, but just in the last couple of games, I mean, Twilight Princess, he looked like he was an elf. I mean, he had like the pointy ears like Link, and he was just like an older, gruff version, you know. So make them brothers, and have Link have to struggle with the fact that, you know, and have him and Link be like the last two. Or you can even say that Ganon was like the, you know, the hero who was, the last hero who was supposed to save the world, and he didn't, and he condemned it. And then, there's just, you know, and then Link has to struggle with the fact that, well, him and Ganon are the last of their kind, so if Link kills Ganon, I mean, he'll be the only one left, you know. So you can have that. You can put type of things like that into, you know, Legend of Zelda game. And you can still have all the searching, the exploration, the jousting, the pig dudes, and all that shit on the horses, which was really fun. I loved, you know, getting on the horse rides and all that, and having to fight the dudes on the pigs. It's really fun. And then you can have, like, the fortresses and stuff, but then just have, like, put in also like a Symphony of the Night twist, where like you think you're at the end of the game, and the next thing you know, boom, it's like something happens and you get teleported, you know, back in time or forward in time or something like that. So yeah, I sit there, I'm usually about shit like that all the damn time. But I think that would be actually kind of cool if they did something like that. And for God's sakes, get away from the standard issue. Oh, I found a boomerang. Oh, I found a bow. Oh, I found the raft. You know, all that dumb shit. Well, the RV mission still hasn't pinged, and this has been going on for a little bit, and I've rambled on about all kinds of retarded stuff today. So I'm gonna call it quits right here, and when we come back, we'll see if we can't get the RV mission to pop. Until then, guys, take it easy.